Okay, folks, you're very welcome here. Our Anna Veen has just been sung. Referee Patrick Murphy from CARLOW gets the game underway for this Gaelic Masters, the Michael Weeks Cup final. Tipperary versus Wexford. Tipperary are going to play against the strong breeze that we've seen in the first half. With the Galway Limerick game, that breeze was a huge part of the play. And I'm joined by the referee in the first game, Eamon Furlong. Eamon, you're very welcome, and you've dried off and you're looking forward to a good game.
Yeah, enjoyed refereeing the game actually. 217 to 216, cracking game. The players gave it their all, and that looks like the first score there.
Yeah, first score for David Young, the Toomey Vara man.
The pitch is in great nick as well, and it's after drying up, so it should make a good spectacle of hurling here.
Puck out from Declan Dwyer. Declan Dwyer, incidentally, a Tipperary man who's transferred into the Nevena club. So he's representing Wexford today against his homeland. Dangerous ball drops in there towards Nigel Higgins. Of course, we all know the talk is there's an injury to Murty Tracy, the Barrasalee man, straight away. He's going to have to shake that one off. The start of the Tipperary team, obviously with all Irelands and all stars laden, and another man that star-studded is Gizzy Ling, and that's the reason why. And super score by Gizzy Ling.
Oh, wide ball.
Oh, wide sorry, ball. Wide ball. Apologies. It's getting. Now you can see the tempo is up or considerably from the first game straight away. Number 27 being brought in there for the Tipperary men. Tom Collins, the ball line man. Ball out to David Young, the man with the first score of the game, and Patrick Murphy says that's a line ball. With the screen in front of us. Minute and a half gone, and Eamon, if you look through the Tipperary team, you see all those All-Irelands, Lara Corbett, Shane McGrath, Shane Maher has one, Owen Kelly has two. There's a series, a lot of
for a lot of class there, all right.
Absolutely, yeah. But a lot of class in that Wexford team, and Wexford have brought in a lot of legs this year into that squad.
Well, you look at the two midfielders there for Wexford and Tipperary: Lara Corbett, Shane McGrath, Mossy Mann, and Alan Lynch. Four engines on them there. I think it's going to be a great battle out in the middle.
Yeah, this time this ball picked up by Matty Stapleton. Matty, of course, for the Barrasalee club, scoops out towards Shane McGrath. The Ballinhinch is the captain of the team. This time the ball goes to Gary Martin, the Banno man, back towards James Tonks, man who's still hurling for Ferns St. Aidan's, and that's the I was going to say, second wide of the day for Wexford. It's probably just something that you have to be mindful of, is not to be taking shots from too far out with the wind.
Yeah, and the wind is going into the bottom left-hand corner. It's not blowing straight down the field there, so you see the first two wides for Wexford went wide on the left-hand post, so it's just something to maybe be mindful for the next 25 minutes or so.
Of course, the Tipperary team has got plenty of well gathered there by Shane McGrath on the run, drills that ball in towards Owen Kelly, into towards David Young. A little free there for James Thompson. I have to pay homage to Mossy Mann. I was in getting a Lucasade a few minutes ago, and he was serving me, and now he's out hurling midfield in the Masters All-Ireland final.
Yeah, Mossy's a man of many talents.
Yeah, fairness to him, he runs the pub here. There's a dangerous high ball by John O'Connor, the Rathnure man, of course, the man who was what a score from a free there by John O'Connor. Just a start at Wexford need, Eamon. Puck out now from Owen Brisland, the Toomey Vara man, to have a shout out to his brother who's at home watching us, Mihal, a work colleague of mine. Ball scooped in now towards well cut out there by John O'Connor. John O'Connor, of course, who was the captain of the Wexford team in 2004. Yeah, that won the won the Leinster title.
It's a nice little combination there in the full forward line for Wexford. John Breen and Nigel Higgins. I think that Nigel will feed off a lot of breaking ball there, hopefully.
Yeah, obviously these men have to, same as in the Limerick and Galway, we have to pay great credit to how well some of these players keep themselves, and some of them still hurling at a really, really decent level. Plenty of Toomey Vara men on that Tipperary team, and they've 7 county medals between them. Owen Brisland, not between them each. Owen Brisland, Paul McGrath, David Young, and I believe Paul McGrath obviously has an All-Ireland intermediate medal as well with Cork when he hurled for Blackrock. I was doing me a little bit of history, or me knowledge yesterday. I was asking all my Tipperary friends. So a chance here now for Pat Short. The upper short. It's not the Pat Short. No. I don't see John Kenny apparently. Pat Short with his first free of the game. Not an easy free, Eamon.
No, especially into that wind.
It's drilled it low, but it's gone out to the... it's a super score, yeah. It didn't seem to be celebrating.
It looked to be going to the right-hand side, but snuck in.
It's the first score of the game for Pat Short from a free, and it probably won't be our last. Declan Dwyer. Not going super long as the last two puckouts did in the last game. He tries to find Mossy Mann, scooped up this time recycle back. I think that's number 24 has been brought in there, Cathal Gleeson from the Silver Mines Club. Dangerous ball in towards 26. Tommy Connors from the Killadangan Club. Oh, there's an injury there to a Wexford man, Declan Brown, I think. Goal chance for Tommy Connors. Oh, great finish. And as we've seen in the first game, any ball that hits that AstroTurf is going to end up in the back of the net. But we just have a bit of a worry here towards Declan Brown, unfortunately.
Yeah, he seemed to lose his footing there when he was turning there on the breaking ball. Just there with Tommy Connors, number 26. He looks a lot like Willie Connors. He has the same stride of.
Yeah,
I wonder, is he any relation?
I'm not sure, yeah. Hopefully Declan now is... I was... Seb and Declan were coaching underage girls this morning in the Castledown Club, so I hope I'm wishing the best of luck. And I hope he hasn't picked up an injury. He looks to be getting on his shoulder, is it, or his arm? He's getting attention on.
Looks to be at his right shoulder, all right, Anthony.
Of course, Declan Brown, the famous Brown from Navan, and he went to the Ballyboden Club in Dublin.
Yeah, I remember hurling on his older brother,
Leonard. Leonard, yeah, and you felt plenty of that, I'd say. A few bruises on the back of the hands.
Yeah. No, they're a great family, and the father as well there. He's over numerous county teams there underage. He was very good. And the family steeped in history of the hurling up in Gorey area.
The score is 1-2 to a point, and that's a significant score for Tipperary against that Prius.
Yeah, well, you know yourself, from refereeing the first game, I thought it was a 6 or 7 point win, and Limerick were actually, I think, 10 points up there in the first half. But it's not a good start, and you'd be a bit fearful with that start, you know.
And of course, the main man, Owen Kelly, the Mullinahone man, is on the bench, and maybe they decided to leave him on the bench for the wind, you know, because we're talking about 4 throw-in, and have your best players on the team with that breeze is important. So number 19 has been brought in here. That's Chris Daly, the Monagear man. Chris has played plenty of hurling and football in the full back line.
Yeah, and he's still hurling with their first team out there. He's done a bit of coaching out in Ballyhogue as well. He's living out there.
Brilliant, yeah. As is Tom Wall, old teammate of yours. Ball onto the right hand side there for...
Oh, this could be dangerous.
It's a dangerous ball. Oh, well dealt with there by Owen Brislan in the goal.
Joey Lawler.
Joey, the Clubon man, is looking to get this one up. Big hit going in there. Tipperary man. Out comes the full back. It's scooped out towards number 22, Nigel Kenny. Gurtnahoe, Glenn Agooley, the famously named club. Ball spills to John O'Connor. John O'Connor gets it onto his right hand side, pops it off with his left. Another little pop out there by Brendan Mulligan, of course, the man who's been ever present for the Harriers there over the last 20 years. This ball makes its way inside to the full back line. It's been tackled there by John Breen.
Tipperary worked the ball well out there through the hands.
Yeah, there's definitely no panic from these Tipperary boys. They look like they've definitely been doing a coach and a bit of training on the field. Joe Caesar pops this ball out towards David Young. David Young has 1 score to his name so far.
Chris out to Haslam there.
Ball switched across here to, he won't thank him for that one, Tom Collins, but he gets on it. Back into Shane McGrath. Shane scoops it out, and definitely these Tipperary boys are working this ball well into the breeze. Lar Corbett there just pops that ball in towards the man who scored the goal a minute ago, Tom Collins. And referee Patrick Murphy gives him a free. That's a foul there by Brendan Mulligan.
I think it was Kenny from
Kenny Cloney, apologies, the St. Anne's man. But you can see this Tipperary team are really throwing this ball around.
Yeah, they look very comfortable on the ball. As we were saying before the game there and during the start, there was numerous All-Irelands, you know. They won't feel the pressure here today anyway, I don't think, Anthony.
One man we haven't mentioned is Lar Corbett, of course, Thurles Sarsfields, but doesn't really need much of an introduction.
No. He's like Mossy, sure, runs a bar too and hurls.
Runs a bar, yeah, absolutely. Chance here for Tipperary to extend their lead up to 1-3 to a point, and Pat Short gets his 2nd point of the day.
Striking the ball well into the wind there, keeping it low. Yeah. Not letting the wind catch it at all.
Now, puck out from Declan Dwyer. Wexford really just haven't settled into this game. Tipperary playing with a sweeper back there, which is Shane McGrath. He's trying to mop up everything. This ball is well won there by Derek Horn. Derek showing a clearing pair of heels there to Gary, the G-man, Morton to call him. He's blocked down on the way in, but 25, Shane Stapleton picks this up. I don't know if that is Shane Stapleton.
Does it look like Shane? I thought Shane was a bit more blocked.
Oh, that one's filled, yeah. Oh, Mossy just lets that one spill. Pops it out to Chris Daly. Chris with a little hand pass out towards Kenny Cloney. Kenny, of course, a man who's been an ever-present for St. Anne's in both codes over the last 15 years. Ball inside. Dealt with really well by the Tipperary half-back line. Tipperary again just using this short possession game. This is definitely not a team that's just got together once a week or anything like that, or once a fortnight. They're really moving this ball really cleverly into this breeze.
They're moving, working the ball through the line, sharp passing, and they've a willing runner off the shoulder for the first 10 minutes anyway. But you know, if they can keep that tempo up for 60 minutes. As you said, you have the likes of Owen Kelly and whatnot on the line, and Shane Stapleton and these lads. Gerard Redzer O'Grady's manager and playing, you know. But the lads, Wexford will get into this game in the next couple of minutes now.
I see Declan Fannin on the field, obviously the All-Ireland winner in 2010. I'm not sure. Have we seen number 6 out on the pitch? Maybe he's on the bench as well. Pat Short striking that ball again really well, and when you have a free taker like that, Eamon, he really does punish any mistakes.
It does. That never left a black spot. The second it left his hurl, Anthony.
1-4 to a point now. The men from Tipperary lead this game. 10 points or 10 minutes gone. Declan Dwyer decides to go down towards Gizzy Ling. Up goes Gizzy's hand, doesn't make it. Ball spills in over the top there.
The sweepers after getting the last 3 balls on puckouts.
Now number 7, Matty Stapleton. And again, apologies if some of the names are wrong. We only learned in the last game after the game that some of the names are wrong, but the jerseys are here and the programme is there. So
well done, Kenny.
Blocked there by Kenny Clowney. Probably just a lift that Wexford need. Again, Shane McGrath gets his head up, sees David Young here, the Toomey Vary man. Chance for his second score. That one's gone to the keepers left and wide, which will be Tipperary's first wide of the day.
And short to Mossy.
Probably looking to take away from that sweeper that's just sitting back, and now Wexford have pushed up on that spare man. Mossy's going for this one from about 130 yards, and this one is going to drift. Wexford's third wide of the day. A pitch in a place that Mossy only knows too well, Eamon.
Yeah, no, he's unlucky there. John Breen tried to get in on the edge of the square there, just evaded his hurl. But no. Mossy doesn't waste too many balls. Like
Umbrislan this time. Well picked up there by Shane Maher, the Burgess man. Another man that was a member of the 2010 Tipperary winning All-Ireland team. Again, Tipperary go through this familiar routine of keeping this ball, waiting for the opening to work for them. Number 27 again is Tom Collins, the man who got that goal. Good hit there by Nigel Higgins. Gizzy pops that ball into the Gary Martin off the left, and that's unfortunately going to be another wide for Wexford. And it's probably just Wexford's Achilles heel at the moment, Eamon, is those wides.
So far, yeah. 4 wides, and Tipperary have been very economical. Any chance they've had, they've taken.
Umbrislan going long here again on top of David Young. Seems to be a target man. Chris Daly has lost his man. David Young has a point on his mind here. Gets it onto his right hand side. Super score there by David Young.
Yeah, David seems to be pulling Chris out from the full back area. I'd nearly maybe Tommy Deverick's out to follow him, might have more legs. Chris would be more comfortable there in on the edge.
Declan Dwyer goes short this time into Alan Lynch. It's the man that hurls with the Harriers and plays football with St Mary's Maldentown. Well blocked there this time by John Breen. And it's all Tipperary here in this first 12 or 13 minutes. Ball inside, well cut out there by Mossy man. Ball comes out towards Kenny Clowney. Mossy says, leave it to me. Wexford just need to instill a bit of energy into this game here. Out comes Brendan Mulligan off his left hand side, pops that ball in towards Joey Lawler. Joey Lawler's holding on to his man there. Sean Quirk. Free out, says Patrick Murphy. It's unfortunate there for Declan Brown, obviously 2 minutes into the game, looking forward to the game and going off with an injury. And you don't want to see anybody getting injured.
No, and as you said, he's been an ever-present there for the last 2 years. He's every game when there's been 14, 15 or 25, he's a name that's there every day.
And you heard last year yourself in Eamon with the Masters, and I suppose why did you decide this year just to concentrate more on the hurling?
Yeah, well, I just with the refereeing and whatnot, and I just I have a problem with my shoulder there, a bit of arthritis in it, so it was just, you know, it was causing me a bit of trouble. So I said I'd stick with the refereeing, and I wasn't good enough to make the team anyway.
Be easier on the body.
Yeah.
Oh well gathered there inside. Lara Corbett off that familiar style of a right hand pass. Big hit there on Pat Short. Lara Corbett. Great block down on Lara Corbett there by Alan Lynch. Ball pops again back to Lara. Can he get a bit of space? His vision is still as clever as ever. Pops it out to Tommy Connors. David Young this time plants his feet again, and I think the umpire is going for the white flag. Super score by David Young, and
left and right there. Scored from both sidelines.
You can see why he's won 7 county medals with Toomey Vara, and he's been one of their main men. Ball inside to Mossy man, and Wexford, you feel that really going to have to get grips of this game, or it's going to start fading away from him. Joey Lawler He's been marshalled there by Sean Quirk. Joey off the left-hand side. A badly needed score for Wexford. Super score by Joey Lawler. Something just to get the crowd up off their feet. Great score by Joey Lawler. Quick puck out this time, intercepted. Probably a little shoulder in the back there by Kenny Cloney. Patrick Murphy says it is on you. Patrick Murphy, of course, there plenty of experience as well, aiming on the circuit.
Yeah, no, he's been on national panels there for years. Himself and Paul Dwyer there from CARLOW have been leading lights on it, and they're very good, and they're very good mentors there for the last couple of years with us younger referees coming up, you know.
Yourself, Eamon, you're after being called up to the national panel last year. Of course, everyone's seen you. I know there's a few famous incidents, not including you, but doing the fourth official in the line last year in the All-Ireland semi-final. And I suppose, what's your own dream or what's your own hope to try and, are you hoping to try referee in All-Ireland final someday?
Sure, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. My ambition isn't to referee in All-Ireland final. If it happens, it happens. I'll try my best anyway, try and get my fitness right, my decision making right, and sure, it's up to the lap of the gods then, really.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, fair play to you. I think it's something we need more of in every county is referees, and try and break the stigma of it's a good thing to get into. Number 24 now, again seeing a lot of possession. Here's Carl Gleeson. It's probably a name we'll get used to because he's popping up with a lot of ball. Larkar with a little hand pass inside. It's just breaks away from Mossy. Well done there by Mossy man. Picked up there by Nigel Higgins. Nigel, of course, the man who's usually in and around the edge of the square, but he drills this ball in towards John Breen. And John Breen goes to take on his man, tries to get it back onto his right hand side, switches that play all the way across there to Joey Lawler. Joey on his left hand side, another super score there by Joey.
They seem to have brought Nigel Higgins out to the centre forward position just to get on the ball there. And John Breen made the run into the corner, and it was a great ball across there. You had both Gary Martin and Joey Lawler there willing to receive the ball.
Super score now, and that's Wexford 3 points, Tipperary 1-6. 16 and a half minutes gone. Puck out there from Owen Breslan, or good battling inside there. Well picked up by Alan Lynch off the left over to Gizzy. Gizzy's got great hands, and he still has that little turn of speed. Has he got to? Oh no, it'll be advantage there to Gizzy, and Gizzy still stole a good pair of heels there, a good quick feet there.
Hurling with him last year, some of the things he did on the field, you were just looking at him going, wow, And he's a great leap as well there. He caught 2 balls last year against against Galway down in Bursalee the night we bet him. You were just looking at him there going, unbelievable.
Sure, he lives with the hurl, I suppose. Free now for Gary Martin, and as important as any free taker goes, Pat Short has got 3 on the board. Important for Gary to get his first one on the board, and he looks to have struck that really well. First score today for Gary Morton.
Very well struck.
A really good response by Wexford, Gary.
Yeah, no, when the free was given, I didn't think it'd be Gary Morton stepping up to hit the free, but he hit that one well. You have the likes of Mossy there, John O'Connor, Joey Lawler on the pitch, but he must be hitting them well if he's taking them ahead of those 3 lads. Great
defending inside there by Tommy Devereux. Tommy still, of course, playing at a high level. The man who was a member of Vanguard, Shiakana.
Yeah, he's based here in Wexford there on the arm support unit.
Yeah.
His fitness is anyway, you won't need more
no
about
problem
fitness
with that. Alan Lynch drops this ball in towards Nigel. John Breen, apologies. John Breen, balls come back to Joey Lawler. Can Joey Lawler register his 3rd score today? Shane Mars tackling him. Shane McGrath, apologies. Joey scoops this ball out to Gary Morton. Gary scoops this one again back to Mossy Man. Mossy Man, can he get a score in front of his home supporters?
Great score.
He can't, unfortunately. A few people were edging that one over the bar. Score remains 1-6 to 4 points. This first 19 minutes is absolutely flown by in this game. That'll be another free for accidental by David Young, but it is a free. Legs.
He was coming to contest the ball. Mossy grabbed a great ball there and he just went through his back there. It was momentum more than anything.
This will be a free, probably Gary Morton won't take.
No, Mossy's on it there now. That's 3 different free takers in the first 15 minutes.
Mossy is about 90 metres away from his goal. Plants his feet, and he doesn't like this because he's turning around and he doesn't like it because...
Yeah, no, I don't understand Mossy hitting that free after John hitting the last one further away and Gary hitting the one just inside, Now,
puck out from Owen Breslan.
A sub coming on for Tipperary there now.
Yeah, and we've seen this in the first game. They decided to rotate and rest, and it's probably a clever play there to give David Young a breather. Colin Connaughton got a breather in the previous match after 15 minutes, and then they brought him back on and he scored the last 2 points, the winner for Galway. So it's clever management as well. I don't think that's the last we're going to see of David Young.
No, I don't think so.
It's kind of
I'd
like
say Chris Daly be happy enough though if
I'd
he
say
stays
he
on the
will.
line.
There's Brendan Mulligan with a dangerous ball inside towards John Breen. Out comes the Tipperary fullback. Cornerback, apologies, Murty Tracy. This ball is coming down over towards the sideline. Kept in really well there by Pat Short. Picked up at the first attempt there by Kenny Cloney. All the way back
Kenny
to...
made up about 4 or 5 yards there to win that ball. It was great effort.
Kenny has plenty of pace. Oh, there's a dangerous ball going in towards. It's going to be intercepted here by Tommy Devereux. Little man with the yellow. Lovely reverse pass in there. That's a shoulder in the back, definitely from Brendan Mulligan. And great skills in there by Shane Stapleton.
Tactical foul, I'd say.
Tactical foul,
Mulligan. I think if he hadn't fouled him, I think Wexford would have been further down.
Yeah, I'd say he's going to give him a yellow, or at least a talking to. And Brendan is going to do his best to talk himself out of it. I'm not sure if he will.
No, I don't think he will.
And we were just saying in the first half, in the first game, obviously with yourself as refereeing, there's a level of fun to this, but there's also a level of competitiveness. So you have to treat the game very seriously.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like they're in the middle there. Every second decision was questioned and whatnot. But sure, you look at going through the team sheets on both of them. They're all competitive hurlers. You don't lose your competitiveness just because of your age. You might lose your speed or your, that.
Probably get a bit more narkier as you get older.
Well, I have anyway.
Pat Short with his 4th point of the day. The Upper Church Strongman man has got Tipperary's first score now a while. 21 and 21 over 21 minutes gone. Tipperary leading this game 1-7 to 4 points. And they'll be very happy to still be 6 points in the lead with that breeze. I'm not sure the breeze has as much an impact as it will in the first half with the conditions, and that ball is just overcooked by Alan Lynch to Mossy. Tipperary putting out all the fires, and Patrick Murphy probably just, I think the player went around a bit easy, but hand over the shoulder, says the referee, and Murty Tracy has bought his team a free out, and goalkeeper Owen Breslan will come out. I have a feeling in the second half we're going to see Owen Breslan launch and puck outs because the last 2 goalkeepers in the previous game you ref Damon, it was a dangerous ball landing in the edge of the square every time. Yeah,
no, the puck outs were landing on the old D as we should call it now, but talking about goalkeepers there, the goalkeeper for Galway, the save he made the last puck of the game was unbelievable.
We were just saying it's probably going to be a highlight. I think my voice burst for the second time, if that's possible, with the save he made. He flicked it up onto the crossbar, and there's great drama towards the end of it. Let's hope we see something similar here.
Yeah, I wouldn't discount Wexford yet. They haven't settled.
MJ Furlong scoops that little ball in towards his forwards. Ball pops it back out to Gary Morton. Gary, if he can get this up, if he looks inside, he's got Joey Lawler. Well blocked down this time by Matty Stapleton. Matty pops the ball out. Plays little 1-2. Shane McGrath plants his feet, drives that ball in long towards Lark Corbett. There's one man you don't want to see on getting on it from a Wexford point of view is Lark Corbett. Scoops that little hand pass over the top, but it's well read this time by Damien Fenlon. Another Mona Gear man. That's 2 Mona Gear men on the field, Damien Fenlon and Chris Daly. That's probably, I was going to say a little free, but it's not. Nigel Higgins trying to shake off the tackle, and Nigel Higgins does shake off the tackle, and he gets a super score.
It was a great score by Nigel there. Maybe Nigel thought he was getting a free there and planted his feet and put it over the bar. It was a very good score.
So plenty of rotation going on here for the Wexford team, and the Tipperary team. In comes number 20, Kieran Ryan, which is makes it harder for the commentary, but Shania will keep on going. High ball in the top of John O'Connor. Up goes John with that hurl. This ball breaks inside.
21 on 21.
Yeah, David Kennedy is on now. The 2 boys tackling each other. They're a long way off, 21 years of age, but that score goes up in the air. Is it just tailed to it hasn't tailed, says the umpire. Number 26. I think that, from our point of view, it looked like it might have tailed, but it could have tailed out after the post, in fairness. Yeah. 26, I think that's Tommy Connors with his first score of the game. Maybe it's not his first score because he got the goal. It's 1-1.
Now this is where we need a breaking ball off, John.
Ball scoops. It does break, but it breaks towards Owen Breslan. He's happy enough to let that ball go wide. That'll go down as Wexford's 7th wide of the day. 7 wides to 1. Puck out this time intercepted by Nigel Higgins. Nigel, anything good? Nigel's really gone for this from a long distance. It's probably going to end up in the 70, 65.
Yeah, the sun seems to be playing havoc with the keeper there.
Yeah. Nigel probably just needed to slow down on that one and take a better decision. I think Mossy Mann was just telling him, or James Tonks was telling him just to recycle the ball back out, but he's had to get in the 65, and
Well, to be fair, Wexford improvement seems to have come from Nigel coming out the field there. He's after getting on 3 balls there. He scored a point. We have a chance of scoring another point here, so hopefully now it'll bring it back to a 5-point game.
Of course, he's only lost a bit of it, but Nigel, one thing we always remind Nigel of is that pace he had over the years, and when he got a run at you, he was a hard man to catch.
He dropped the head and went for the black spot.
So Gary Morton, chance for his second score today. He's like all good free takers, he stole a half a yard already. Plants his feet, and we usually know by how how his body language is. It looks good, and that's the second score today for Gary. 1-8 to 6 points, Tipperary lead, and 5 minutes to go till half time. Up goes Gizzy with that left hand. Controlled really well. Oh, he tries to do a reverse hand pass that we seen all those years ago by Joe Cannon. John O'Connor, quick ball inside. A man called Gleeson again, just picking up every little ball in there. He's been tackled here. Shane McGrath being tackled by John Breen. Making all the right decisions now. Sean Quirk puts this ball, and now the Wexford sweeper has a chance to be effective on this game. Cross-field ball across towards Joey Lawler. Joey's not going to thank Brendan for that one. Now comes Matty Stapleton. He's going to look up, and he's got Pat Short inside him, but he decides to pop this ball in towards Mossy Mann. Reads it really well. Mossy goes for one from downtown. Has he got another score? He hasn't got another score. Oh, he's looking for the score. They're all looking for it. They're adamant it's over, but no, Patrick Murphy's happy to say it's the 8 wide of the day. So it's unfortunately 8 wides for Wexford. That's it. Tom Collins hits this ball, switched this play over towards the... Here's Owen Kelly now, the Mullinahone man from a tight angle. What a score by Owen Kelly. Straight into the field. Unbelievable score by Owen Kelly.
Wasn't even looking at the post.
And that's why he's a class man that he is. Left hand side, about 5 or 6 yards in from the sideline, straight over the post. Ball this time is 1-9 to 6 points to Tipperary. Again, it's Tipperary really in control of this game. Shane McGrath pops that little ball off the... It's an unbelievable level of fitness that these men are showing to be displaying this type of hurling at this age of their career. The amount of skill level they have, and here's number 29, just after being introduced as well. Ronan O'Brien, the Aero Gannacarty man, has been blocked down there by Mossy Man. Back towards that man has just been brought in as well. Shane Marr started. Back over to Shane, Matty Stapleton. And another score for Tipperary.
I'm just looking in at the Tipperary full forward line. 2-man full forward line, Lar Corbett, Owen Kelly.
My God, that would put the fear of God into you, especially when you're in your 40s. Nice ball here, caught by John Breen. Dangerous ball being dropped in.
Underneath it, guys.
You can't see it. Says,
Nice.
it's spilled out towards Gary Morton. Well picked up there by Humbra's Lan. He's just flicked it out of the way here. You cannot see with that sun. Ball picked up by Gary Morton. Gary tries to recycle all the way back to John Breen. Doesn't get enough on it. To Shane McGrath. Shane McGrath out towards Kieran Ryan. Kieran Ryan switched that ball in towards Lar Corbett. Lar lets this one go through him. So Chris Daly's after having to mark David Young, and now he's after mark Lar Corbett. Every fullback's nightmare. There's a free advantage here for Mossy Man. Mossy Man, does he get this at this? Oh, he doesn't. Advantage was over, says the referee. Ball out to number 23 this time. Derry Corns, a lot of substitutions from this Tipperary team. They're probably making subs every 15 minutes. 28, nearly 29 minutes gone. Ball into Gizzy. Gizzy picks it up at the first step. Goes onto his right hand side. Has he got an inspirational score? Great score by Dermot Gizzy for his first score of the game, and a badly needed score by Wexford.
No, it was great risk by Gizzy there. He didn't collect the ball the first time, flicked it back up to himself there.
Now we have another change. This really is a commentator's nightmare, but there's changes everywhere. There's no 5 subs here anyway, and there's no slips needed.
Here's Larry Morrissey is coming on here now, number 23
Larry
for MJ.
Larry,
same as Larry there. He's at every game the last couple of years. Good crack too, you know.
Yeah, great man. And I say he'd be a great man this evening about 9:30 or 10 o'clock.
I wouldn't like to be babysitting him at that stage anyway.
So just a little, I think there might be a finger out here for one of the Tipperary men. He's looking for someone to come on because the umpire, I was saying, not the umpire, hopefully the physio has tried to put it back in, but they're going to have another, excuse the pun, but they're going to have another crack of it on the sideline.
Yeah. We're just looking here, you know, you have Tipperary and Wexford in the All-Ireland final here, the Masters, you know, and there's a lot of teams. But you'd love to see Kilkenny in this competition as well.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
unbelievable. There's only 6 teams in it this year, and I was just talking to Sean before the match, and just what has to be done to grow the game, you know. And he just said things like this and streaming the match, and with the quality of the Shield final, and maybe they'll few highlights from it, and then the quality of there's another good score from
good score.
Joey
Larry
Lawler.
Morrissey there won that breaking ball and fed it into Joey.
Third score of the game for Joey Lawler, and just saying that the quality of player that's on display here from both teams will probably help drive the standard of it, and get the likes of Kilkenny playing this game, because there's a lot of teams that haven't taken part this year, you know.
Up great
goes
fetch by Kenny
Cloney
Cloney.
into Mossy.
You won't.
Mossy no free there, says Patrick Murphy. Ball recycles back out to Kieran Ryan. That's good defending by Brendan Mulligan, but well picked up there at the second attempt by Ronan O'Brien. Ronan O'Brien from about 40 yards. Oh, dangerous ball, Lar Corbett.
Oh, well done.
He seems to miss the goal, but he drives it over the bar. Super catch by Lar Corbett.
It was a great block by Chris Daly. Threw his
yeah.
body at it. I think it hit off his hip or his shoulder there and went over the bar.
Now we have a score of 111 to 8 points, and Declan O'Dwyer happy to keep that ball out of the net there, obviously. He looked at everything that was going to be in the back of the net. Declan O'Dwyer looks the ball in towards Gizzy. Up goes Gizzy, as you said. Still has a good jump on him. Ball there, a little foul there, but Kenny Cloney just scoops that ball in towards Gary Martin. Battle of the 2 big men. Oh, a badly needed goal. Badly needed goal chance, and great defending there by Carl Gleeson.
Yeah.
He's been probably influential in everything that Tipperary have done building out for the back, has been Carl Gleeson.
He has, yeah. He's got on a lot of ball there.
So this is a line ball here to Gary Martin. I think anyone's going to complain to Gary that he's a yard over that sideline. Now, are we about to see a sideline cut over the bar? We're not, but a dangerous ball in there, yeah. Flicked out by Umbrislan. Well dealt there by Sean Kirk, the big fullback from Silvermines. It's a race on here between Owen Short and Pat Short, obviously brothers. They're from the same club of Upper Church. He done well, yeah, just bought that free in there.
Yeah, he made sure the hurl was wrapped around him. Same thing happened to me in the first match.
The only thing is, I suppose, if you leave the hurl in,
there, the cornerback said to me, he held in my hurl, and I said he made sure he got the free.
I suppose the rules do state you're not allowed to really tackle with a hurl, so it's hard to complain. Ball by John I was going to say number 23 there for Wexford now. That's Larry Morrissey.
Larry Morrissey, yeah.
Rotating subs, and of course we see Paul Carley over there, Paddy Murphy, Richard Murphy, Chris Daly, Eddie Redmond, Damien Fenlon, Peter Kennedy, the Rathnure man. Larry's in there already, Jamie Miller, Johnny Fogarty and Donny Doyle, and definitely going to see Johnny Fogarty at some stage if he's not down at the horses.
Yeah, big hand on Johnny there.
Although I see him, he's not tucked out, I see him in the bench there on the dugout.
Yes, I see him there in the brown hoodie.
Yeah, so unfortunately that's a big loss for Wexford.
I know he got his eyes lasered there a couple of weeks ago, so he missed a bit of the championship at the start.
I've heard a few lads saying that you maybe should have got your eyes lasered a few times as well, but referee draws this game to a close. Tipperary aiming, it's fair to say they're deserving leaders, 111 to 8 points.
Yeah, the first 10-15 minutes are completely on top, but like the big statistic there we have written down in front of us, Wexford had 8 wides, Tipperary had 1. You know, it's they were more economical with the ball. As you said, we got in the first couple of minutes we probably got caught in the trap of shooting from long distance with the wind, and it didn't work out. I feel this wing here, you have Gizzy, Joey Lawler, Kenny Cloney. This seems to be the wing that's causing most of the damage. You know, I think a lot of the scores came from that, so hopefully they'll try and capitalise and feed as much ball into them. Nigel Higgins will have to stay out in the field in the second half there because he's getting on the ball, and he'll have to carry it in the second half because they won't be able to play that long ball, and that's Nigel's game. He'll put the head down and try and draw frees.
Yeah, just before we take a break, it's unbelievable to see, as I said in commentary, the level of fitness and how well Tipperary are working that ball. It's nearly like they've been training for 9 months.
Well, I do know they were training away last year, you know, and then when we played Galway in the semi-final down in Borrisoleigh, they were all at looking at it, you know, so they're taking it very seriously, and all counties seem to be doing that now, you know, because as I said, you might lose your fitness or whatever, but you don't lose your competitive edge. Out there today in the first game, there was lads throwing their bodies at the balls, and there even that last passage of play where Chris Daly blocked Clark Harbour for a certain goal, he threw his body at it.
There you have it, folks. We're 111 to 8 points. We'll be back to you shortly. Well, hopefully, will be a very interesting and close second half. Welcome back to Macaulay Park Belfield here for what hopefully will be the referee Patrick Murphy is telling Lara Corbett just to get back inside. There's a lovely lady here offering us a bit of chocolate. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate, but I'll have a go at it. I probably can now because referee Patrick Murphy is about to get this game underway. So Tipperary leading 111 to 8 points as we get the second half underway, and as we've seen in the previous game, there was a big 10 minutes came from the men from Galway that got back into the game, and there's Lara Corbett after winning the first free. I suppose, Eamon, there is a strong breeze, but the elements mightn't be as strong as it was in the first game because with the wind and the rain obviously as well is a big combination.
The wind doesn't seem as strong, but it'll be hard to carry the ball into that wind, and that's what Wexford will have to do.
Get a chance now to have a taste of that chocolate. It's lovely. Is that homemade, is it?
No, my daughter brought back. She was out on holiday in
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, now it's Latvian chocolate. There's very little calories in it as well, which is an advantage.
If I look at a bar of chocolate, I'd put on about half a stone, Anthony.
Here's Owen Kelly now. Lifts, strikes, goes through his routine. And he hasn't judged the wind well there.
May bring back Pat Short to hit the freeze.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe he's gone off for a break.
No, he's gone off. He hasn't started the second half. Good hands by Brendan Mulligan there.
You have to wish Declan Brown obviously the very best because we believe he's picked up a serious shoulder injury in the first few minutes of this game and he's gone to hospital, so hopefully all is well there. Oh, lovely little control there by Owen Short, Pat Short, brother. Oh, what a score by Owen Short. What a score.
You can't defend that, Anthony.
And it just seems to be, I know there's a lot of big names on this team, Eamon, but there's a lot of quality all over the field for Tipperary.
Yeah. Seamless, the subs that are coming in, they just seem to be slotting in, they know their role.
Harry Morrissey scoops this ball. This is intercepted here by
Shane McGrath again.
Shane McGrath just mopping everything up in that half back line. He hasn't done that ball, dangerous ball in over Tommy Devereux's head. Pop back up there to Ronan O'Brien. Another super score by Ronan O'Brien. And unfortunately, this first few minutes with the way Tipperary starts, Wexford have to get a few scores to get back into this game.
Yeah, you'd be hoping that Wexford would have got the first score or two to bring it back in, but it's going to be an uphill battle from here now, Anthony.
Lovely puck out there. James Tonks finds a little bit of space, and so does Declan Dwyer find him. Ball back to Kenny Clooney. And the ball, you can see this ball hanging up in the breeze now in towards Nigel Higgins. Nigel looks to get that up at the first attempt. He doesn't. He gets it up at the second attempt. He's going to probably... Oh, super block down there by number 23. Back out to Nigel. Ball being... tackle goes in from Nigel there. It recycles the ball back out. Out come the tip men again. Little hand pass as we've seen so far. Great control there by Shane McGrath. Doesn't panic. Lovely little pass out towards David Kendi. David Kendi pops the ball over to Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly flicks it up into the hand. Plants his feet. From 75 yards, Owen Kelly just to the left and wide, and that's his second wide.
Take off Owen there now. He's after hitting 2 wides in the first few minutes.
Yeah. He hit the ball over the bar from the hardest part of the field, and he's missed 2. Declan Dwyer going short in this puck out, which he'd probably have to into the breeze. Well controlled there by Chris Daly. Chris Daly over to Mossy. Mossy's being tackled there by 1, 2, 3 Tipperary men, and it's a line ball to Wexford.
I think Wexford, like in the first half, just need a score to settle themselves.
Of course, it's easier said than done into that breeze. Mossy man with a nice little dangerous ball in towards John Breen from Ferns. John, he gets inside his man. He leaves Murty Tracy behind. Can he score from the same place? Well held there by Owen Brislan. Owen is going to send this. Wow, that one is travelling. That might end up in the fight. Oh, dangerous. Well gathered by Tommy Devereux. So you can see what's going to happen when the puck outs come with Wexford way. Owen Brislan has got plenty of power behind them shoulders. Ball over to Damien Fenlon.
That's a great score.
That's a super score by it's just tailed out to the left and wide. Number 21, yeah, Damien Fenlon.
Damien Fenlon, unlucky there now. It's kind of like the point in the first half.
Yeah, just drifted in behind our. Wasn't too many complaints. Out comes Tommy Devereux again.
Kenny Clooney, great little flick there.
Line ball here to Tipperary. Just we noticed at half time that the size of the crowd here, and it's a massive crowd here below
massive
us.
crowd down below. We're just saying, like, the first game was wind and rain, and I suppose Wexford weren't involved, but the crowd seemed to have come in to see this second game. And to be fair, I know it's Tipperary are winning by 8 points there, but it's good hurling, you know.
Yeah, another class on show, and Owen Kelly's shot dropped short in the hands of Declan Dwyer. He works it out towards James Tonks. James Tonks probably mishits that ball, but it might work out for Wexford. The man who's got 3 points, his name is Joey Lawler, and you can't tackle like that, yeah. And it'll be a free for Shane McGrath. You just see Shane McGrath, he's obviously can't move like he used to be able to, but he's just stayed in about 20-metre radius, and he's gotten so much ball there.
Much ball, yeah. He's an option every time. Owen Kelly's coming back to hit this free. Owen Brislan, who's sent back to his goal line.
Right, yeah.
Mightn't be too happy about that.
Well, we'll see. It's all in result, and Wexford make another couple of changes. In comes Donny Doyle, I think, is it, coming in here for the Duffy Rovers?
Looks like Donny there in for Gary Martin, and looks like Alan Lynch coming back on for Joey Lawler.
Joey Lawler getting a breather. Owen Kelly now. He's missed his last 3 attempts, and he's missed 4, which is not very often we see that.
He might be living on his name at this stage, Anthony. What do you think?
I don't know. Alan Lynch pops this ball out towards Larry Morrissey, the man from Mary's Rosslare, pops this ball in again. That Carl Gleeson just sitting back.
Oh, well
A
done.
bit of a half chance here for Wexford. It's not a half chance. Great introduction by Donny Doyle.
Yeah, well done. He flicked the ball. He was on it straight away. Snappy.
Badly need to score for Wexford. 113 to 9 points. Owen Brittan has put the hurl in the air, and this is going one place only. Don't be surprised if this could bounce into the goal
we saw
mouth.
last week in the Tipperary Intermediate Championship, Brendan Cummins scored
from
1-1 from puckouts.
Oh, dangerous ball out towards Owen Short.
Chris Daly on it there.
Good hurling there by Chris Daly. Pops it out to Brendan Mulligan. Brendan, he mishits that one. He's half blocked down. Ball goes out to David Kennedy. David Kennedy looks to pop. Well gathered again by Chris Daly. Out towards James Tonks. Wexford now starting to get a bit of a feel on this game. Balls over. Well read there. Poor ball, but well read there by Tom Collins, the Ballina man.
Yeah,
over towards
I
Lark
think
Corbin.
Mossy and Gizzy, both of them thought each of them were going for it, and it just fell in between the two of them.
Lark Corbin with a no-look pass to Tom Collins, and Tom Collins puts it straight over the black spot. And a poor ball there by James, but just can't give away those chances here. Substitution on the Tipperary team. Ronan O'Brien is getting a breather, and in comes number 10 again, yeah. Pat Short is back in. Ball up on top of Gizzy, Ball banks to Owen Kelly, and I'm going to put Owen Kelly down for this one. And it was right, we didn't want to put the mockers on him.
No, the referee hadn't blown the whistle.
So it's not a score. The score remains 113 to 9 points. Crossing the flag, yeah, he's telling him to cross the flag. So Eamon, a question on the so Brendan Cummins scored last week from a puck out. Can it go straight over the bar, or does it have to bounce on the field?
No, it can go straight over.
If you have the power, you can.
He got a goal from I think the goalkeeper. It went up to the top of the net, and then he had one that bounced maybe 7 or 8 yards and went over the bar then.
So we haven't seen that too often anyway, but I suppose if that day ever does come, they'll have to make the sliotar heavier.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a ball intercepted really well there by Kenny Cloney over to James Tonks. Free out, says referee Patrick Murphy. Of course, nearly the joy of this, Eamon, is something that's gone out of GA. I know years ago it would have been a familiar thing, but two teams will shake hands after this and they'll go upstairs and they'll have a beer or Luke's Aid together and they'll talk about the game, and it's a pity that's gone out of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a social aspect as well, you know what I mean, with the over 40 or the Masters, whatever you want to call it, because everywhere you go there's always catering, and you know the home team will always look after the travelling team.
Ball out to James Tonks. Tonks goes off his left, and this one's going to be it won't be even a poor wide. Umbrizan is going to. Lovely little skill by Umbrizan. I know he played outfield.
Yeah.
But he took too much out of it.
Yeah, no, John Breen, to be fair, he never gave up on it.
No, he didn't dive in. Umbrizan played outfield for Toomey Vara. He's got plenty of county medals as well, but gets caught this time, and a chance now for Wexford just to, bring this lead back to 7 points.
Yeah, if they can get within 4 or 5, that element of doubt could creep in.
This time Mossy man does give the home supporter something to cheer for. His first score of the game by Mossy. Tipperary leading 114 to 10 points. We've got 30, almost 40 minutes gone. Lar Corbett, all the tricks and the flicks here from Lar.
Oh, great block by Kenny Cloney.
Yeah, brilliant block. John Connor plants his feet. Gives the ball inside towards Damien Fenlon. Damien Fenlon switches the play over the way to Nigel Higgins. You can feel if Wexford can just get a goal here and get back into this game. Great defending there by the Tipperary man. And a super, it's a wide, I was going to say super score by Nigel Higgins. That's Wexford's 10th wide of the day. Tipperary only 3. Sorry, they haven't the 4. The last one I forgot to write down. And here we go, long poke out going into the edge of the square. Brock breaks to Chris Daly, and Wexford dealing really well with these long poke outs. And Paul will have to hold up into the wind, and it doesn't. Goes over the top to Shane McGrath. Ballin Hinchman pops it into Pat Short, and Pat Short with his 5th point of the day, his first in play. Super score by Pat Short.
Yeah, no, simple as you were saying, Shane McGrath just seems to have the knack of being where the ball's breaking.
115 to 10 points now to Tipperary.
He's after winning that poke out as well.
Pops the little ball into Pat Short again. That combination we just seen. Great hook there by Alan Lynch. Alan Lynch out to Kenny Cloney. Kenny scoops this ball down towards Damien Fenlon. Damien, he was trying to give, probably thinking a step ahead of himself. He's another man who's a member, of course, of the Garda Síochána. Ball, dangerous ball, breaks off Chris Daly's hurl. Tommy Devereux first to get to her. I was going to say well picked up. Feels
Made a lot of ground there to get back.
Owen Kelly is in there rummaging for it along with Pat Short. Ball breaks out towards Tommy Devereux and Gizzy Ling. Tommy looking to stay in over the sideline. Pops this ball out, but it's well won by the Tipperary man, and he hits it in towards Declan Dwyer. Ball skids off that and surface.
Nightmare ball into Declan there.
Absolutely,
just bouncing, especially with the Astro turf there in the goals.
Wexford 8 points behind, 6 down at half time, so they're battling in gamely against this breeze.
Yeah, no, they are. They're battling well. You know, it's just as you saying, the Tipperary lads just seem to be that bit snappier with the pass, and balls are going to hand.
Pat Short, 5 points to his name so far. He's wheeling away already because this one is going straight over the bar, and that's a serious level of free taker to have in your ranks.
Here's Paul Carley coming in the goal here now for Declan. Man
they call Chops. Is it Chops because of hurling, or is it something else?
Oh. We'll leave it to the viewer's imagination.
No, Paul Carley getting his game going to goal. Paul, of course, the manager of Glenbarntown Hurlers, so he's a busy man. Ball all the way in there now towards John O'Connor. This will be John O'Connor's ball.
John has got on a lot of ball there.
Yes, yeah, pops it in towards Tommy Devereux. Nigel Higgins looking for this one over the top. The strength of this Tipperary full back line has been one of their mainstays. It's very hard to get scores in there. Gizzy Ling is down with an injury. Up goes John O'Connor again. Pops it off to James Tonks. Donny won't be able to wait for that there because there's 2 or 3 Tipperary men all over him. Not giving him much time on the ball. Out comes that man again, Carl Gleeson. Over towards Matty Stapleton. He puts in a high ball on top of Lar Corbett. Lar Corbett tries to break it down in front of himself. Tommy Devereux does really well to get his body in the way there. Big hit by Lar on John O'Connor. John spills it out towards, he was going to hit it towards an injured man, but he over towards Owen Kelly. And the speed is not in the legs as it was once was.
No.
Now Paul Carley with another poke out. Gizzy Ling has made his way off injury, yeah.
Willing runner there outside with Damien Fenlon.
Great ball by Tonks out towards, if you can pop it into Larry Morrissey. Damien plants his feet, he's mishit that one, that might work out because it's going on top of Joey Lawler. Nigel Higgins is getting, it's not a penalty, it's a free. Now is it time for Paul Carley to come up and have a go?
Well, I'd be bringing Paul up to hit it anyway. Yeah. It might take him a while to get back, but...
Yeah, but... if my memory serves me, Cleckie is the man who scored that goal in our aforementioned 2004 Leinster final. Am I right on that one or wrong? Did Paul Carley get the goal in 2004? Did he not get that one?
The one into the bottom left-hand corner? Yeah, I think he could have been right. He was playing wing forward.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got the first one, and sure Mick Jacob got the...
No, that was against Kenny in the semi-final.
Semi-final.
Now Mossy man, Willie, there's only 3 men on the line. Will he think about it? He does think about it. Oh, it stopped. Umpires say it's not in. Points down to he's in a good position. No, the umpires are telling him it wasn't over. Damien Fenlon, can he add a score? No, it's just tailed off with the wind to the very close there.
I couldn't believe Tipperary only put 3 on the line.
Yeah, very strange, but anyway, it worked out for him. I think Sean Cork stopped it with his hand on the line.
Yeah. The
Bounced
keeper
off
got to a hurl to it, and then he stopped it with his hand.
All by John O'Connor. John hurl up, looks for the long ball in here, and it's a difficult ball. 3. Well won there by Shane McGrath. What a bit of class there by Shane McGrath.
Pat Short is coming back to take this, is he?
Yeah.
Owen Brislan has been sent back to his goal
Yeah,
again.
well, Pat Short has confidence in his distance.
6 points he scored already.
He has, yeah. 6 points to his name.
He goes short along the ground, back to Brislan.
No, Brislan looks like he's going to get one thing on his mind. He wants to get on the scoreboard, and he's got plenty of distance, Eamon. This is going one place and one place only. What a score by Owen Brislan.
Up in Lar Ronan's front garden there.
Oh my goodness, what a score. Unbelievable score by Brislan, 117 to 10 points. 10-point lead now for the Tipperary men, and I suppose it's looking ominous now for Wexford.
It is, yeah, but you know, Wexford knew they had an uphill battle coming here today. Same last year down in Tipperary, you know, and I think it was something like 320 to 21 points they lost, you know. As you're saying, we're talking about All-Ireland winners in class.
Ball out to Tom Collins. I know the Wexford have put a big effort into trying to improve their team, but you can see Tipperary have as well. They've got a serious amount of good hurlers in that field today. Line ball this time for Wexford.
You know, Wexford have some great lads on the line there. You know, you've Skinner and Dave Guiney and Bomber Kennedy.
It's been unbelievable to work from the lads. Yeah. They'll enjoy their night too, of course.
Oh, they will. I'm sure Mossy will have a few orange sherbets ready for him behind the bar.
Ball gets drifted in there, and this ball breaks to Chris Daly, and it's another dangerous because they've got 2 men inside. Pat Short looks up, he's got Lark Corbett all on his own inside. Oh, lovely little flick at her. There's only one thing on Lark Corbett's mind here, and once Lark Corbett got that ball, there was only one place that was going.
Yeah, it was
Super
a great
score.
ball. I think it was Reds O'Grady played it into him, number 17.
Pat Short actually with the little ball, yeah.
I saw 17 there as well. I was going to say the two of them would have linked up loads of times together with Turles Sarsfields.
Of course, Reds O'Grady, who's the manager of the team, I believe, yeah. Gerard Reds O'Grady, and sure if the manager can't bring himself on, who can? And scores 217 to 10 points, and great vision there by Pat Short to pick out Lark Corbett, and Paul Carley wasn't going to stop that one.
No.
Big
Now
news.
here we go.
Chance of a score by Damien Fenlon. He goes to pop it inside. It's been intercepted. And my watch is buzzing here on my arm, and a big news for Man United is Bruno Fernandes has got a 97-minute winner from
In
a penalty.
Fergie time.
From a penalty spot. So for all United supporters there tuning in,
Is that a stay of execution for Ruben, is it?
I don't know, maybe we'll see, but a win is a win in fairness. As Roy Keane said, they need to find a way to win games, and they just about did. And it's all Tipperary look like they're going to win this All-Ireland Masters hurling final. And it only seems like a matter of time before they're presented with the Michael Weeks Cup. Ball in from Lark Corbett in there. Big hit there coming in on Joe Caesar, but Joe Caesar shakes off the challenge and puts that ball over the bar.
Yeah, very good score there. Quick hand pass again there.
Trying to think of a pun or a joke about salad there, but I wasn't quick enough to come to mind. Ball in now towards the Peter Marr, the Turles Sarsfields man again. Long ball in towards
Reds
O'Grady, and up goes Chris Daly. Jorah's still got plenty of energy about him. He wants to move this ball quickly with 49 and a half minutes nearly gone.
I think they're going to throw it in there. To be fair, you know, the two of them went up, contested it, and we have Oran Carty there. He's hurling senior hurling with the referees there. He's on one line, and his brother Keelan is on the other line, volunteering here today. You know, the club are very proud to have these finals here today. You know, the host, I think, is a great venue for it. You know, as playing senior hurling championship in football, Anthony, I think Belfield's the place you want to play a lot of the time. You know, with the atmosphere.
Shane McGrath, yeah, with a super score to add to his ever brilliant performance. And a lot of, even over the years, Burn Cup matches, Walsh Cup games were always brilliant to have here because the intensity that it brings, sometimes it's lost in Wexford Park, and it's really good venue for the likes of this game. You know, it's absolutely perfect. Paul Carley goes short into this hands of Richard Murphy, the Rathneor man. The question on everyone on Wexford's lips is, are Rathneor about to take back the senior hurling title? They're moving well at the moment.
Yeah, 4 from 4. And, you know, they've been on the road now for nearly 18 months between the intermediate championship in Wexford, the Leinster Club Championship, the All-Ireland semi-final, and then more or less straight back into the senior hurling. And, you know, I'm sure they're happy out there at the moment. You know, first year back up senior that they've consolidated, and they're they're going to be there at the most important time of the championship.
Excellent score there by the Ferns man, James Tonks. This ball drops into Redzer. Will Redzer get them score on the board? What a goal by Ger Redzer O'Grady. He wasn't going to pass it.
No, never was going to pass that ball to his clubmate Lark Corbett, but he shot across the body there, Paul Carley, and it finished up in the top left-hand corner. He had no hope of saving it.
I think this Tipperary team had nearly compete in the All-Ireland Proper Championship because the way they're moving this ball and finishing off chances, and here's another chance for them, and they've put this one over the bar as well, and they're being pretty ruthless here. That's Tom Collins' second score of the game.
Yeah. They are being ruthless, but sure, as you know, the competitiveness, lads want to get on the score sheet, you know.
Absolutely. And in comes, I think that's number 19. Yeah, number 19 was Paddy Julian. And seen Paddy Julian warming up before the game, and there's not too much body fat on Paddy.
No, I was just looking at that there now.
Yeah, he's in great nick, and whatever age he is, he's keeping himself very, very well. And as a lot of these lads are, and it's great to see, isn't it? Like, because like they will be sore tomorrow and it'll take him a while to recover. I was talking to the Galway man before, and he's got a county quarter final next Saturday, you know, and he's got 4 days to spend in Centre Parks with the kids in between, so he's going to be under pressure for next Saturday.
Under pressure, yeah, and he'll have a lighter wallet as well.
He will. Free this time for him. Super strike in, and that one goes over the bar from Eddie Redmond, the Ballygarrett man. Super score by Eddie to get his name on the scoreboard.
Eddie is still hurling with
Ballygarrett
intermediate.
Yeah, he is. 3:20 to 12 points. The men from Tipperary. Up goes Lara with the right paw. Little hand pass inside, as we see so often. In towards Kieran Ryan. Kieran. Tipperary doing their similar routine. They're just getting their head up, looking for it. This time they're overdo it. They don't overdo it. Because Lara Corbett takes this down his left hand side and he puts that one to the right and wide. So 6 wide of the day for Tipperary.
It's real ticky-tacky hurling there the last couple of minutes. I suppose when not that they're not under pressure, but they're winning by 15 or 16 points. You know, they can afford to play the no-look pass or the 50-50 ball.
And in fairness, they were playing that kind of. Keeper says hold on. They were playing that kind of a short passing game from the very start into the breeze, and you know, it's obviously, as we said, I was talking to a few people at half time, they have been training, they put a huge effort into it, and you can see it's paid off for him.
Yeah, I just see Shane McGrath is heading off there now. You know, he's getting congratulations. A sharp hook out gone wrong there. David Young,
you know, his 4th point of the day. Shane McGrath, I know he only has 1 point to his name, but he just got a but. We're not picking man the match, but he has to be in contention for it.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that when he was going off there, you know, he's covered, as you said, it's not the ground that he's covered, but he's just been there on the breaking ball, making himself available. You know, you have David Young in there, full forward as well, scored some great scores in the first half. You know, Pat Short hasn't missed a free. The full back line have been, you know, very good. There's Pat Short with another one.
There's Pat Short now, and there's another man who's definitely in contention for a man of the match. He's 7th score today, and it just seems to be class coming off the bench and going onto the bench here for this Tipperary team. Number 20, Kieran Ryan is getting a breather, I think.
Owen Kelly is coming back on, is it?
Owen Kelly's coming on back on, this time into the half back forward line. It's great to see the players that have so many county medals, so many All-Stars, so many All-Irelands, and the love of the game is still there, that they just want to keep on playing, and this is an avenue for them to keep playing.
Yeah, and come here, it's an avenue with people of their own age as well. You know what I mean? Like some of these lads are maybe hurling intermediate or junior with their clubs, maybe some senior, but they probably could be against a 23 or 24-year-old there this time next week. You know?
Absolutely. Up goes Tony Dial. This ball breaks. Took off the hurl by Owen Kelly. James Tonks will feel the effects of that hit there by Owen Short. The Shorts are the short by name and short by nature, but they've got plenty of pace and power about them. They're well able to hurl.
Number 30 there, that's his brother. Reminds me of Nerdy Cullen when he was hurling. Very same walk as him. Yeah. Nerdy hurled with the Harriers and kicked football with the Vols, was it?
Vols, yeah. There's Eddie Redmond dropping the dangerous one at the edge of the square. She's gone to the keeper's right and wide.
Another poacher turned gamekeeper.
Yeah, absolutely. 3:22 to 12 points now. Tipperary leading. Unfortunately, we didn't get the drama that we were hoping for. But you have to hold your hands up and say what a class performance and display of hurling we've seen here from the Tipperary men.
And you know, we've been talking about the Tipperary lads hurling well. To be fair, Chris Daly, since he came on, he's hurled very well in the full back line. He's been under pressure, like he's got on a lot of ball, intercepted. Same with Tommy Devericks here.
They've marked a lot of men, a lot of good hurlers between them all and this ball. And this man has had a really, really huge part of this game. And Caddy added deserved score to his list. He can't, unfortunately, for Carl Gleeson. He registered as 7th wide of the day. And again, Shane McGrath has been sitting back, but Carl Gleeson has just orchestrated everything there in the half-back line. Yeah,
kind of playing a quarterback role there, really.
There's a little foul there, but he's after robbing that ball off him, has David Kendi. Lockmore, Castleiney men, and great jewel club down in Tipperary, of course. Super score there by Tommy Connors to get his 2nd score today.
That was David Kendi hurled centre back with Tipperary there in the early 2000s.
Yeah, another man. And I'm not sure if he was on the 2001 team, they won the All-Ireland or the 10. But dangerous little ball inside to the man we just mentioned, Owen Short. Off the left. What a save by Paul Carley. Super save. It's probably the 2nd best save we've seen today. We can't say it's better than the Galway man, but super save by Paul to keep that scoreline to 3 goals.
You know, Paul Carley there played in goal for Wexford and hurling, played out the field. I think he made his football.
Yeah, out the field as well.
But I think, did he make his senior football debut for the county championship before his senior hurling one?
I think so, yeah.
You know,
a lot of lads did. Now, this new free taker now, this time is going to be Paddy Julian. Paddy Julian has got plenty of distance on here. Has he got the accuracy? Not this time, no. It's the 8 wides for Tipperary. Paul Carley's going to look for John O'Connor. A little poke out. Tipperary happy to just sit back into these pockets of space and allow Wexford to put it down, because unfortunately from a Wexford point of view, they have put that ball down at the half-back line. Number 29 this time is Ronan O'Brien, has been reintroduced, and he's going to add the wides tally.
They're catching up with Wexford on the wides tally.
Yeah. I suppose you'll allow them the chance to go for a score at this stage. So we play the game to get our name up there. Owen Kelly looking to recycle the ball out towards Derry Corn from Shannon Rovers, down the ball into Owen Short. Owen Short is going to take on Tommy Rev Devereux. He's looking to switch this ball across. This one makes his way to Chris Daly. Chris has seen a lot of possession in this 2nd half, especially.
Yeah, he'll have to earn going around Tommy there. You know, he defended that well. He looked in trouble there for the first couple of steps, but he cut the angle off there and got the half block on it.
We see is Jamie Miller there been introduced?
Yeah, Jamie there I think is in for Mossy.
Yeah, he's after winning the free.
I think Jamie started down in Templemore on Monday there in the Garda Training College.
Very good.
Thought I saw a picture up there on their Facebook page.
Let's look to him. You're never too old to start, of course. There's a line ball going to be for Wexford.
He could be hurling with J.K. Brackens this time next week down there.
Is that who they all look for?
J.K. Brackens is the team in Templemore, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I suppose their most famous hurler the last couple of years, I suppose, Eamon Corcoran, wing back with the yellow helmet.
Yeah. I suppose they've had a lot of transfers then, or they go looking for lads today over the years. This is James Tonks. James is going to... There's a dangerous ball in around the edge of the square. Up goes the hurl, it breaks. Oh, well defended there by number 25, Shane Stapleton. Ball out towards Matty Stapleton.
Ball
Matty puts
to
all the
Owen
way to
Kelly.
Owen Kelly. Touch. Good tackle there by Kenny Cloney. Kenny Cloney, gets a little nick of a hurl there. You could hear that from here. Free out to Kenny. Chris Daly is going to lead this one for John O'Connor. 59 minutes. I'm not sure if Patrick Murphy will play too much.
I don't think the lads will thank him for
No,
it.
they'll be happy enough.
To do anyway.
Ball inside here. Damien Fenlon switched the ball all the way over to James Tonks. Tonks is going to drop this one around the edge of the square. Can they keep it in? No, they can't keep it in. Paddy Murphy from Clonbon there has just gone in there. Himself and Jamie Miller in the full forward line now. Quick poke out to this man again, Carl Gleeson. He's been tackled really well there by Peter Kendi. Scoops it out there towards Shane Marr. The 2010 All-Ireland winner, Shane Marr from Burgess, has put this one. And now we're level on the wide stakes. But unfortunately for the Wexford point of view, they're not level on the scoreboard. Tipperary well in advance here, 3:22 to 12 points as we enter injury time. Up goes Kenny Cloney. Well gathered there by Shane Marr under the pressure of Kenny Cloney's hurl. Again, that little flick of the ball over towards Joe Caesar. Pops it in towards Shane Stapleton. Shane off the right. Super score there. Well worked again. And
must be a different Shane Stapleton.
Yeah,
must be two Shane Stapletons.
Not the Shane Stapleton off the radio on it.
Yeah.
He's a bit taller. As I said, it could be a different jersey as well, but we have to go with what's on the jersey. James Tonks trying to shake off the tackle there of David Kennedy. We haven't seen Declan Fannin today, unfortunately, from a hurling point of view. It's been great to see Declan. Ball from James Tonks. James gets it up at the third attempt. He's been probably tackled there with the spare arm. Advantage here. He's going to drop this ball in around the square. Referee playing advantage. Scoops it back out and good referee in there. No advantage of cruising, so we go back for the free.
No, he gave the chance there. If Wexford man had won it there on the edge of the square, he probably would have let play on.
Larry Connors in front of us is giving his advice to Ned Buggy. I don't think Ned Buggy needs any advice. There's a dangerous ball dropping into the back post. Pulled there by Donny Doyle. That ball's gone wide. Donny Doyle is not happy, and the competitive man that's not Donny Doyle.
No, I think it's Paddy Murphy. Clonbon man.
Yeah, plenty of competitiveness in Paddy. He's not giving up on it.
Is Paddy originally from Clonbon?
Not sure. He's down as a Clonbon man here now, and John O'Connor's probably going to drop this one in. It probably could be the last action of the day.
Yeah, I'd say so. Great to see all the kids down below there wearing the jerseys.
There's a dangerous ball going in, well dealt with there by Owen Brislan. And this ball scoops up and goes to the left and wide. Great save there by Owen Brislan. Owen, of course, is a score to his name.
Hand up in the air, we know where this is going.
This is going in on top of Owen Kelly here on the edge of the square. Oh, that could make it all the way. If it bounces, here's a dangerous ball. Oh, well left. Out comes Paul Carey. That dangerous one in the AstroTurf again. Brendan Mulligan is fighting for that ball there with Paddy Julian. Out comes the man they call Mully. He got a little flick of a ball. Mully won't thank Owen Kelly for that one. Getting an arm around the shoulder there.
That's great there. See that there. Giving away the free there and just apologies, arm around the shoulder, and they got on with it.
If he was hurling for the Harriers now down in Wexford Park, I don't think he'd be as thankful. Number 22 this time into Peter Kennedy. A chance here for Wexford, but it's taken out here by Shane. Fully deserved victory, 323 to 12 points, and I suppose the scoreline doesn't do Tipperary any justice.
There was a bit of a gulf there, to be fair. I know Wexford had a lot of wides in the first half, but Tipperary caught up with them in the second, so obviously there was an issue with the wind there and shooting, but Tipperary did just throwing the ball around there. And when you have a two-man full forward line of Lara Corbett and Owen Kelly, and then you can bring on Reds or O'Grady, you can bring on and off Shane McGrath. It's they were just that bit ahead of the lads.
Yeah, well, look at I suppose the big highlights has been obviously getting to see the quality of Shane McGrath, Lara Corbett from a Tipperary point of view, David Young, as I said, but like Pat Short and Owen Short, the two boys, were very nippy in around there. They showed a lot of class, and you know, they mightn't have the All-Stars and the All-Irelands like the lads have, but definitely they're going to be a handful going forward. Again, Tipperary for next year and the year after.
Yeah, they are. And come here, if those two short lads were playing senior hurling at club level, they wouldn't look out of place.
No,
you know, they were movement, they were fast. But you know, we've been talking about Tipperary there, and some of the Wexford lads, we saw some very good glimpses as well. You had Gizzy Ling there, you had John O'Connor, you had Mossy there, you got a point or two, you know, Nigel Higgins. All these boys have won Leinster championships with Wexford as well, and you know, they're driving on this over 40s competition. And Paul Carley came in there into the goal. He was actually probably unlucky when he came into the goal. It got a bit loose, and there was 2 or 3 one-on-ones, and he made a great save there as well to deny a further goal. But as you said, the lads will enjoy their night tonight, and Tipperary, they'll all go upstairs, have a bit of grub there, and I'm sure there'll be a bit of reminiscing about past battles as well in league and championship, you know.
And I suppose, and that, I know it's an All-Ireland final at the end of the day, but again, it's about that. That's the whole idea of the Gaelic Masters, is to reminisce, to come and meet lads that you played against, and even for the club players, for the Wexford men and the Tipperary men that would have had really tough battles against each other over the years, mightn't have been friends, but now they're coming together every couple of weeks, playing a match, getting on a bus, going down the cars, having a few beers together, or Luke said, or whatever they're having, and it's brilliant to have that into your 40s and 50s.
It is, yeah, and it gets you away from the missus for 4 or 5 hours as well.
You said that, not me, but look at folks, we like to thank everybody for joining us. We're going to come back to you shortly with hopefully an interview or two from the Tipperary and maybe Wexford teams. And again, congratulations to Tipperary. You've won this All-Ireland Masters Hurling final, the first team to be presented with the Michael Weeks Cup final. They're sponsored, of course, today by Technologies DAC, and Wexford, of course, sponsored proudly by Hidden Hearing. And of course, we're going to come back shortly with an interview or two. Thanks to Eamon Furlong for refereeing the first game and joining us as a co-commentator second game and giving us his expertise on it, and hopefully ever enjoyed the action. Congratulations once again to Tipperary, and come back to us shortly with hopefully an interview or two.
Can I get the captain of the winning Tipperary team, please, to the presentation area?
You want me to go and get an interview or two?
No, thank you very much as well.
Can we get the Tipperary captain, please?
Shane, I'm holding you from getting your trophy. First of all, how's the body?
It's good, lad, yeah. That's fierce enjoyable. Jeez, like, you get to this age and you can still be able to hurl a match, it's brilliant, but you see yourself in the club, lads know how to mind themselves now, so whereas maybe 20 years ago a lad hurling past 40, he was like granddad. We've learned how to mind ourselves, we're looking at the next generation, the way they mind themselves, so the bodies are good, and do you know what, it's great to be able to still go out and to play with the guys, and you know, we're a fierce close group, we always were, and when you have someone like Redzer driving it, just makes it all more enjoyable.
Yeah, and I suppose look at your performance today. You're sort of,
I suppose used all your experience there. You sat back in that sort of a sweep and full, or I suppose midfielder, along with Carl Gleeson. I suppose was that a game plan of yours to sit back there? Or is that just the mind overruling the body, telling you be a bit clever?
It was both. Like I think, like when you're out here now, it's hard to maybe see if people were watching it, but it's just a fierce, strong breeze. It's probably only a 40-50 yard strike with a hurl. So we said if we could just work it up, keep the ball as long as we could. So if that meant someone sitting back and just get an extra line to field. That's all it was really. We knew it was going to be fierce tough. We had an awful tough game against Wexford last year. Same this year. What do you do? Like say mentally you're going in and you're maybe 6 or 7 points down. Again the wind. When you don't get the first 2 scores, it's hard to kind of come back in it like so.
Yeah, well, and last question I suppose, because I know they're looking for you to get the presentation, is what does the Masters mean, and how can they drive it and get more teams playing? Because for the friendships, and you're all going to go into the bar now, have a bit of grub and maybe a Lucasade or a pint and reminisce about past stories, but how important is it to try to keep playing and to have something for you when you keep playing into that age group?
No, I just put it like this, there's no comparison to playing, there really isn't. And a lot of us now are coaching, our managers, even our ones involved with the Waterford seniors, there's no comparison to playing, and your health is the number one thing in the world. And if you're healthy enough to keep playing, my advice would be keep playing as long as you can, meet your friends, win, lose or draw this. Like the fact that we're all able to come out here over 40 years of age, enjoy a game of hurling. Like everyone's a winner. Obviously we'll get the cup and everything, but just there is nothing better than playing. And I have kids myself now, and you watch them playing, and that's the next best thing. But playing yourself and being able to play, that's the best way to promote this.
Shane, congratulations. You were our man in the match on the radio, but I don't know if you're the official man in the match, but you'll have to wait and see. You're definitely going to be captain anyhow. So well done, and up and get your trophy. Congratulations.
Now your attention please everybody.
They're all mine, yes.
They're all his. Did you want to have the child?
Good afternoon, thanks to...
Oh, that's the child that's 2 weeks old. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, I actually met your child.
On behalf of the Gaelic Master Association, I want to thank again Ruthless Tipperary, GA or GA Club for the use of their facilities, the host both our Masters All Ireland finals this year. For the Michael Weeks, the Perpetual Trophy, which is being presented for the first time this year. I'd like to thank Tipperary and Wexford on a great sporting game here this afternoon. The facilities and the pitch were in splendid condition. I'd like to thank the referee and his umpires for excellent officiating during the game. And now I'd like to call on our chairman, Mr. John Pat Charlotte, to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Gaelic Masters Association, I'd like to welcome you all here to our annual Masters final. Now, first time our Masters final has been down in Ruthless, Gaelic GA Club here in Wexford. We're delighted to be down here, and without the club here and the helpers, it wouldn't be possible to put on a show like today. I would like to congratulate Galway on winning the Challenge Cup earlier and congratulations to the Limerick. So thank you very much to Galway and Limerick. As you know, we're only 2 years into the Gaelic Masters Hurling Championship. So So we're hoping to get more teams involved next year. That's our plans. And I'd like to thank the 6 counties that have taken part for the last 2 years for their preparation, for their cooperation with the Gaelic Masters, to promote Gaelic Masters, hurling within the Gaelic Masters Association. So thanks very much to all the counties that have taken part. It's a very historic day here today in Wexford because we're playing for the cup after, on behalf of Michael Weeks Perpetual Cup. Michael's here beside me from Limerick. He was a huge part of the GA in Limerick at hurling level. He was involved in Masters back in 1991 and the early years when the GA was running it. And he's here today in a fitting tribute from the Gaelic Masters. We have named the trophy after him. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a big warm welcome to Michael Weeks from Rough. And finally, we don't stop playing because we go on because we stop playing.
Thanks, John Pat. Now we'd like to call on Nugent, our chairperson of the Hurling Committee, to present the Man of the Match award to Shane McGrath. Now I'd like to call on Michael Weeks to present the Michael Weeks Perpetual Trophy to the winning captain, Tipperary, Shane McGrath. Was Jamie said you are?
He's very shy. No.
Put it up there. Put it up there. 1, 2, 3. Woo! There's more around towards convention, you know, more captain and agus some culture and Laka. There's one friend, Timberland. First of all, the thank yous. First and foremost, and most importantly, the Wexford team. You've had great battles with you the last couple of years. We've so much respect for you, what you've done with your clubs and your counties throughout the years. We knew if we weren't on it today, there's no way we would have won this game. We brought everything we could, and that's the biggest respect and compliment we can pay you, Wexford. So a massive round of applause, lads, for a really good Wexford team. The NSR team, the referees, I know we know ourselves, it's a very busy time, and it's hard to get club pitches because the club championships are up and running and games and the way the weather is. We just want to thank everyone here at the club for having the pitch immaculate, the facilities and everything. Thanks so much to everyone involved for making it very easy for us to hurl out there today. To the referee and all the officials, I know it's not the most glamorous time when you get asked to referee a game for lads that are all over 40 years of age. But without you lads, there will be no games. So we really appreciate all the refs all throughout the year. And to our ref today as well. Pat. We really appreciate it. Referees as well as you could and all your officials. Thanks to Pat, his officials and all the referees throughout the year who made this possible. To the people involved in running the Masters, you know, we appreciate everything you do for us to get this competition off the ground. It was dead there for a while, but you got it going. We really appreciate all you're doing, Jilla, and everything you're doing there to drive it there. So thanks very much for you for driving it. Ourselves then, lads, so first and foremost, you can't do anything without a bit of backing, a bit of sponsorship. And there's one family, one group of people in particular we want to thank, and that's Party Comfort and all the Comfort family. You've been absolutely fantastic supporters of this group, and we really appreciate it. A massive round of applause for all they do for this group. To Larry as well, Larry Corbett, for the lovely jerseys. We're not allowed to keep them on toll, lads. You have to give them back again, so we probably will wear them again next year. But Larry, thanks very much for sponsoring those jerseys. We really appreciate it. To all our wives, girlfriends, partners, my own wife Joanne as well, here with the child only 10 or 11 days old. You let us go off there and play hurling and get out
and we might get back for maybe a day, it might take 2 days after this one. So we really appreciate everything you do for us, for staying at home, minding the kiddies, whatever it is, to let us come out here. So big round of applause for all the partners. To everybody involved in our backroom team, lads, you've been absolutely brilliant. I won't name names in case I leave someone out, but we thank you all inside the dressing room and on the way home as well. We know it's not easy to give up your time for this, but we know you're doing it for the love of Tip Hurling. So all the lads, you know who you are. We really appreciate everything you do as well. Because we're out there hurling, but you're there in the background making all the work. So thanks very much, lads. To the group of players, lads, it's just absolutely brilliant to be still hurling with you. It's an absolute honour for me, from Ballynahinch, to be asked to captain any Tipperary team. And, you know, to be asked to captain this group is absolutely brilliant. The lads there, we started hurling together under 14, and we're still hurling together over 40. And we're great friends, lads. So well done to all of you, to all the players, to the time you give to this. Thanks so much, guys. It really means a lot to everybody. And we've another All-Ireland medal going home again. So well done, guys. To our management team, again, I won't name names because I might forget someone. But there is one man in particular that kept this whole thing going, got the training going and everything. He's a great friend of all of ours, and he's a super hurler himself. So if there is one man, I'd really like to dedicate this to. This is for you, Greta, alright? Well done, guys. That's it, so folks. Thanks so much. We keep playing as long as we can. Where health is wealth is number one. There's lots of people our age, they're not able to get out and enjoy or do anything. So we keep pulling on the cards and the jerseys. We stay forever young with the health and in our hearts and our minds. And as the lad said, we won't grow old because we stop playing. So we're on to do.